Hey everybody, my name is Kim Skogwell, and today we'll be taking a little deeper look into the curves adjustment layer in Affinity Photo. It's a really awesome tool, and we're gonna check out how we can recover some details using just the curves layer and a layer mask. This is a little more advanced than the curves adjustment layer tool you just watched, hopefully. If you haven't, go check it out right here somewhere on the screen. We'll just cover this really quickly, show you how you can recover details using the curves adjustment layer in Affinity Photo. Please, if you like this tutorial, go hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, leave your comments down below. If you have any tutorial requests, please just drop a comment below and I'll read each and every one of them, and we'll go from there. See you guys inside. So here we are back inside of Affinity Photo, and if you haven't watched how to use the levels adjustment or the curves adjustment layer, go and watch them right now and then come back to this. It should be a link somewhere on the screen right now so you can jump to it. So this was what we started with, this image. After we applied our levels and curves adjustment tool, you can see we got to this result. But now we want to make sure we can get some details back in the boat and hide or make some shadows come back on the roof here so it doesn't look like it's glowing. The way we're going to do that, we're going to either go down here again to our adjustments and go down to curves, or we can go up here to layers, new adjustment layer, and then to curves. And we're gonna have two, so I don't mind doing this. We're just gonna turn this one off and then start with this one. So we can see it's kind of dark here. We're gonna go and zoom in a little bit, Command Control Plus. And we're gonna just go here, take this diagonal line here and lift up on it from the master here. You can see already we got a lot more details out of the boat. But if we go back here, we have now blown out the sky and it doesn't look all that great. So what we need to do, make sure we have that layer marked. We're gonna hold down Option or Alt and hit down here on Mask Layer. What that does is give us a black mask, which hides what we just did with the curves adjustment layer. So if I turn it off, see nothing's different. Now you want to hit B on your keyboard for the brush tool, or go down to paintbrush tool. There we go. And then we're gonna make sure we have a white color to paint with. I'm going to make the brush a little bit bigger by hitting the open and close brackets. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, Command Control Plus. And we're going to make sure we have just this mask selected. And then we can paint here. You can see it starts lightening up the boat on the white stuff, which is what we wanted to lighten up. Get some more details. If I turn it off, you can see that becomes darker immediately, or the way it was before. So now I'm just going to run over this really quickly here, and you're going to have to be a lot more accurate than what I am doing. I'm doing this just for illustration purposes, and my drawing tablet has stopped working, so Wacom, wink wink, if you want to hook a brother up, get another Wacom tablet. And so I'm just gonna go over here pretty quickly. We're just gonna touch on this. Just recover some of this detail. And again, I recommend you use your brush setting 100% opacity. You have a low flow and a low hardness, and then paint in. So now if we hit Command Control 0, we get the whole picture in the frame, and we can turn off this layer, and you can see it makes a huge difference. So we can close that in and call it boat lighting. Then we can go up here to the other curves adjustment we made, double click on it. Now we're just gonna drag it down here. We gotta first mark it. Now we're gonna drag it down till we get the right color or hue shadows we want up here on the roof line and on those pillars. And that actually looks pretty good, right? So now same deal again. Make sure this layer is selected. Hold down Alt or Option and hit Mask Layer. Creates again a black layer mask, and it hides what we just did. Hit B on your keyboard again. Get the brush tool out. Command Control Plus to zoom in. Make sure we have white foreground color. And this is a quick tip. I'm not going to do it super accurately, but if you use your masking tool here, you can mask out these pillars, and it's gonna just help you with being accurate and not having to worry too much about your where you're putting your brush strokes in. So I'm not gonna go and do this perfect or even close to perfect. This is again just for illustration purposes. So you can see here I'm just masking out what I wanted to darken. There we go. Cool. So that's roughly what we wanted to do. So hit B again on your keyboard for the brush tool. Make sure we have that white color and that mask layer selected. And now you can just go in and paint. Here you don't have to worry about painting anywhere else because it's not going to be affected since you made this selection here. Now you can just use a nice size brush, paint in, and again, not all of this is going to be affected because I didn't do a close to good job masking out the pillars here. But you get the idea, and that's the important part. You're not here to see how good I am. Really, I'm here to just show you how you can become good. Command Control 0, zoom back out. Command Control D, release the selection. And let's see what we did. Look at that, it looks a whole lot better. So if I now click on the top layer, the one, or we can call it darken roof. And then hold down Shift, click on boat lighting, Command Control G to put it in a group. We can now see what we have done. As you can see, it makes a huge difference to the overall look of the image. Quick and easy how to recover details using the curves adjustment layer. Again, if you like this tutorial, please hit that subscribe button and that bell button and get notified when I get out new content.